Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Yes, Michael is walking a fine line with me right now, but we're gonna make some delicious food and drinks.
Yeah, absolutely. Matthew Chamberlain joining us, chef de partie at Boneta, and Simon Callback, the general manager of Boneta. Gentlemen, how are you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like you both thought about that. You looked at each other. Yeah, we're doing all right.
We got a meh for Matthew.
Simon, you guys have been in the new space for about 10 weeks now.
Yeah, approximately 10 weeks.
And it is stunning.
Thank you.
But it's the same old Boneta, right? All the things people loved.
It is. We really did our best to try and maintain what built Boneta. So
Yeah.
the same atmosphere, the same energy level. It's just in a new location.
Yeah. Unbelievable cocktail.
And you have a
list,
great
too.
bar, which is a
Thank you.
fantastic
That's,
thing. What are you going to make for us today over there?
I'm going to make a cocktail called the Fall Classic.
Okay.
That was on my list a little while ago. A little bit of pumpkin spice tea, wild turkey bourbon, of course, which are all big fans of bourbon at Boneta.
Yeah.
And a little Italian bitter called Amaro Nonino.
How often do things sort of go on the list and go off the list? I mean, is it constantly in
It
flux
is
for you?
absolutely constantly. We are very ADD at the restaurant.
Yes, that is why we
so
like you.
We put stuff on there, and then within 2 weeks
Yeah.
to maybe 2 months, we'll change it off.
Now,
know what?
chef de partie, what are we making over here?
We're going to do a little bit of a
wanna
smoked
talk about
scallop
drinking
from Qualicum Bay,
Yeah.
and then celiac remoulade with some capers, parsley, and a little carrot froth. We're going to use a couple different chemicals to help stabilize it,
Okay.
so that the bubbles
Oh.
stick around for a little
Are
bit.
we like going to do mad science?
A little bit, just
Let's
a
do
tiny
it.
bit of
That's-
mad science. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started here. Is everything...
Oh yeah.
What do we do now? Oh, you're under control? Okay, then let's... Let's drink.
You don't know what it is.
Let's go for
party
it.
time.
Yeah, chef de partie.
What was I going to ask? I can't remember. Oh, you guys are like the bar there. It's like,
Oh, wait a minute. He just said we're ADD.
but it's you
it's
guys are
wearing
like
off.
great editors. That's really nice because I love cocktails, but I don't know a lot about it. So it's really nice to go in there. And the question that's always asked me, what do you like? And I like whiskey and I like bourbon, and then they go from there.
Mike, what don't you like when it
Yeah,
comes
we
to
do our
food?
best
I'm
just
gonna move
to
this out of
try
the
and
way
cater
so
to
everyone
everybody's
can see
needs.
what's going
And
on.
we don't take ourselves too seriously, which is something that we've really tried to express with the restaurant, that we're just feeding and getting people drunk.
Yeah.
Ultimately what we're doing. And
It's God's work, really.
Job at it,
we
too.
do it the best we can.
Okay, what are we doing in here? You've got
So-
what in here?
Right now it's just carrot juice
Yeah.
and some chamomile,
And what did you just put in there?
and that was soy lecithin. It's an emulsifier. Derived from soybeans. It's also in proteins from egg whites and
I feel like
egg
I'm in
yolks.
chemistry class.
And then
Now
this is
what's
a little
going
bit
in
of
here?
xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is a polysaccharide. And it's
Of course it is.
Are you guys taking notes?
Come on.
Do you know him?
I
Polysaccharide.
don't actually. Yeah.
yeah.
And then what do we do?
And then we just use a.
I get
Giver?
nervous when
Yeah.
Forbes does stuff like that.
How long?
just want to allow it to
See
come
these two men
out
to
on the
stabilize
edge.
it.
Okay.
And we'll start putting a little bit of bubble in.
Okay, so basically you do it.
Basically.
Matthew was
You're here
not
for
into
moral
letting you
support.
do
I'm not.
that.
I got ousted.
Yeah.
Okay, Simon, let's get started over here.
All right.
While Chef is getting things started.
Whizzing away. All right. Well, we're going to start off with a good healthy dose of bourbon.
You guys have your favorite bourbons and your favorite whiskey collection down there? And
We certainly do. I've been really lucky to be able to put together sort of my own personal collection of my top favorites. But when it comes to bourbon and most spirits, depends on the time of day.
Really?
Depends on the mood.
So this is
it's-
a breakfast?
This is-
you have breakfast bourbon?
It is. It's a bit of a breakfast bourbon. Matthew and I
Yeah.
sampled a little bit earlier today.
Yeah. You gotta wake up, right?
And then we've got our Italian bitters.
Yeah, this is Amaro Nonino. Amaro in Italian means bitter.
Yeah.
And they're what we consider secondary spirits. So we use them in the restaurant to sort of enhance the big hitters.
Okay, now what do we do over here? We've got to do something.
Yeah. Get started. We're just gonna heat up our pan nice and well so that nothing sticks to it.
Yeah.
And then season our scallops. The scallops we've brined for just a short period of time
Right.
to help.
How did this turn out? Oh,
I didn't do it.
yeah, really frothy.
But yeah, the brining sort of helps firm up the proteins a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we do a cold smoke on them at the restaurant for just a little bit of time.
Matthew, I like that there are a lot of scientific terms that you're using. I mean, because that is a big part of understanding food and how
Yeah.
it works together. And
I
how
definitely think
things
so.
gonna-
Yeah.
Is it
at the
molecular
restaurant.
gastronomy that you're doing right now? Or are you just
No,
like,
no, it's nowhere near that.
No.
fancy.
Okay,
It's
what did you
pretty-
put in here?
Okay, so far it's celeriac or celery root that I've just salt affected. So putting some salt on it to release some extra flavor gives it more of like a cooked texture. But because you're just
This is gonna
using
be really
salt, it doesn't lower
When you
any of
told
the
me he
flavor.
was chef de party, I didn't expect science.
No, he's chef to science party.
There's also a little bit of caper in there right now, some lemon juice, and some parsley leaf.
Love this.
There we go.
Fiona asked a question earlier, and I know you were a little uncomfortable answering to us, so I'm going to ask you on television. What's happening with the old Boneta space?
Thank you for asking that question.
Yeah, you're welcome. Somewhere Mark Brand is just leaning forward, just watching.
No, we were really, really lucky that we were able to resecure the lease on the original space. And right now we were feverishly renovating it. And we're going to reopen it as a private venue space. So, doing
So
launch
say somebody like
parties.
Michael Eckford had a birthday, would he be able to book a birthday in there?
He most certainly would be.
Only if you were a baller like Michael Eckford
Right.
would you be able to do something
He
like
likes
that.
to make it rain loonies
Yes.
and toonies.
Okay,
From the
we had
20-foot
to- we had to
series.
stop for Chef de Party, but where did we get to here?
Perfect. Well, right now we've got the Amaro and the bourbon in here. Yesterday I whipped up a tea made from fresh pumpkin, chamomile, maple syrup,
sounds
nutmeg,
delicious.
cinnamon, cloves, and a little bit of cardamom. Wow. So we're gonna add a little bit of this in.
So it's got no
You know what?
flavor.
Yeah, I was going to say,
We don't need that. Perfect. Actually, why not? A little bit more.
a little bit more.
I've come to
Smell
the
this?
Please, yeah, go ahead.
By the way, because this is an ADD convention, we're not going to finish anything
No.
in this segment. So
Dude,
I'm going
smell
to tell
it.
you.
Not the first time
That
you've asked that
never goes
question.
right.
Check out my new cologne.
You can email us for the
Yes.
recipe for both the cocktail and the delicious scallops we're making at Urban Rush at shaw.ca. And if you want to visit Boneta at their new location, I can tell you that it's absolutely incredible. It's in the courtyard of 12 Water Street. Great little spot, great room. You guys, well,
Gentlemen, thank you.
This went well.
You want to
Yeah.
see something really cool? Watch what happens. Just as we're finished talking, we're going to show you a shot of the finished dishes. It'll
'Cause
be
we're
like magic.
We're magic.
We'll be right back with more after this.
Me too.